Hey guys, good morning. So today I'm actually in LA, very bright and beautiful, and I'm actually here at an event for Yallwest. I actually came to LA to visit my parents, but since my parents are super busy this morning anyways, I figured I'd just stop by and see what this is about. And I'm a little worried because this is 9 o'clock already and it starts at 9, and I just drove past the line and it's literally like circles, 2 major blocks. I don't even know. I was just like so we'll see if I even get in. I mean, I know I'll get in, but it's a question of when, because I don't really want to stay too long. I think I'm leaving around like 12 or something, but I guess we'll see. But anyways, let's just go and see what's up with this event. So the good thing is that as press, or as a booktuber, I can go to the author line or like the press line. So that line behind me, I don't know if you guys can still see them. I don't have to go through them. So I hope I know where I'm going in terms of where this press line is at. So I got my press badge. They didn't even have one for me actually, because I just contacted them like a day and a half ago. So she had me write it out, which is great. But at least I got in the line, and it's super short. Like, actually it's super short because there's no one in there, period. So that's great. So anyways, I'm just gonna walk around now, see what's up with the rest of the booths. But yeah. I'm in line right now for Our Crates, and last year, I don't know if you remember my experience with BookCon, but Emily got a book and I only got a calendar, I would say. So hopefully this time around I'll get something better, but the line is pretty long. Actually, it's not as long as it was in BookCon because it's pretty early still, but still, it's not super short.
And another
Nice. Thank you. So just a quick update on what's going on. I'm currently in line for Penguin Teen for another book, and after Our Crate, by the way, I did not get anything good. It's not that I didn't get anything good, but I didn't get what I expected. But I think this time around they didn't really give too much stuff. They only gave a bunch of swag and notebooks that they did for the BookCon last year. So it is what it is. And then I want to see them in the BookCon anyway this year in June. I'm planning on going. I haven't bought the tickets yet. But anyways, so I'm in Penguin Tea now. I think after this one I'm going to wait in another line, and then I might head out after getting some food because I'm getting really hungry. It's already 11, and yeah.
These are the authors as well.
Thank you. Alright, so JK got the second line because as soon as I got there, it was, or at least like the group that I was in got there, it was, they ran out of books. So I think I'm gonna head out now because it's already 11 something. And honestly, nothing is really interesting until like 1:30, and I don't really feel like waiting for 2.5 hours. And plus, a lot of these lines right now are getting really long to the point that as soon as you get there, they're done. So I don't think it's worth it anymore. So anyways, I'm just gonna head to the food truck area now because I'm pretty hungry, and yeah, then I'm gonna head home. But that's it. I've show you guys later what I received and how my experience was like during this Yallwest event. Okay, so I'm finally back at my house, and so I'm going to show you guys what I got during this event. First of all, my experience. So the difference really between the BookCon and Yallwest is the fact that the BookCon is a lot bigger and there are a lot more booths and sponsors and exhibitions, whereas for Yallwest, I don't think there were that many. I think there was total about 20, and because it's a free event, I think there were a lot of people, and somehow they were not expecting that many people. So there were a few times when I was online and by the time I got to it, they ran out of books because I don't think they were expecting, like they only had maybe like 50-60 copies of the book, and the line wasn't that long anyway. So I was kind of surprised sometimes when they ran out of books earlier than what I had expected. Whereas for BookCon, usually that was not the case. There'd be like 150 people in line and they would still have enough books. But anyways, moving on to what I got during this event. So the first booth that I went to was Epic Reads, and I guess they had some sort of code, or I forget the code now, but if you had set the code to them, you get this art copy of Broken Things. But by the time I went there, which by the way was only like 9:15, they ran out. So instead I got this other book, which is My Plain Jane by Cynthia Hand, Brody Ashton, and Jody Meadows, which I actually prefer because I really liked the first book. So this book I'm really excited for. And based on the back cover, it says,
prepare for mischief, mayhem, and adventure of gothic proportions as penniless orphan Jane Eyre, aspiring author Charlotte Bronte, and supernatural investigator Alexander Blackwood embark on the most epic ghost hunt this side of with Wuthering Heights.
So really good. I'm really excited for this one. Then the second book that I got was from the Fierce Reads booth. This one was one that was it was at 9:30, and a lot of people in line were telling me that this was the one book that they really wanted during this Yallwest event. But honestly, I never heard of it, but I do like the author, so I'm really excited for that. And that is Sadie by Courtney Summers. And based on the insert, it says,
growing up alone in an isolated small town, life was not easy for 19-year-old Sadie and her younger sister Maddie, but their bond was impenetrable. When the unthinkable happens and Maddie is found dead, Sadie vows to do whatever it takes to avenge her sister's murder.
So pretty excited. Looks good. Maybe it's pronounced Sadie, I don't know. Then the third book that I got was from the novel booth. This one was the one where you throw a die. It's called a dice game, where you throw a die and you had a choice of 4 different books. And the book that I got is Grace in Fury by Tracy Banghart. Actually, I had reached out to them maybe a week or 2 ago because they had sent out a newsletter, and I wanted to get the art copy of this already, but they never responded to me, so I'm glad I got it now. And based on the back, it says,
in a world where women have no rights, sisters Serena and Nomi Tesaro face 2 very different fates, one in the palace, the other in prison. Serena has been groomed her whole life to become a Grace, someone to stand by the heir to the throne as a shining, subjugated example of the perfect woman. But when her headstrong and rebellious younger sister Nomi catches the heir's eyes, it's Serena who takes a fall for the dangerous secret that Nomi has been hiding. Now trapped in a life she never wanted, Nomi has only one way to save Serena: surrender to her role as a Grace until she can use her position to release her sister. This is easier said than done. A traitor walks the halls of the palace, and deception lurks in every corner. But Serena is running out of time, imprisoned on a volcanic island where she must fight to the death to survive, and one wrong move could cost her everything.
So this looks really good. I'm really excited for this one. This one and this one so far are like my top 2 picks. So after that, I went back to the Epic Reads booth because they were doing another giveaway at, I think it was like 10 o'clock or something, and you get a choice of these 4 books. And by the time I got there, this book over here, The Loneliest Girl in the Universe by Lauren James, already ran out. And actually that would have been my first pick as well, because it was either this one or Invisible Ghost, but I was kind of 50-50. So I ended up getting Invisible Ghost by Robin Schneider. And based on the back, it says,
Rose Asher believes in ghosts. She should, since she has one for her best friend, Logan, her annoying Netflix-addicted brother who is forever stuck at 15. But Rose is growing up, and when an old friend moves back to Laguna Canyon, things get complicated. Jamie Outridge is charming, confident, and a painful reminder of the life Rose has been missing out on since her brother's death. She watches as he easily rejoins their former friends, a group of magnificently silly theater nerds, while avoiding her so intensely that it must be deliberate. When Rose learns that Jamie has a secret of its own, it changes everything. But as she's drawn back into her old crowd, Rose begins to suspect that Jamie isn't telling her the whole truth. All she knows is becoming harder to choose between the boy who makes her feel alive and the brother she isn't ready to lose.
So based on this little like sheet here, actually this one seems really interesting because it talks about how it's like a classic boy meets girl story with one major plot twist. Boy also meets girls Ghost Brother, which I thought was kind of funny. So anyways, really excited for this copy of the book as well. So the next book after that, I went to Penguin Teen. Okay, so Penguin Teen, they actually had a newsletter a few days ago where if you show them the newsletter, you had an option of 4 different books, which I don't have with me right now, but I ended up picking this book, The Sacrifice Box by Martin Stewart, mainly because there was one that was historical fiction, and I think I'm a little bit done with historical fiction. I have too many books recently that's historical fiction, and then the other one, I don't know why, but didn't really seem very interesting to me, and there was either one other pick or this one, and this one seems the most intriguing for me because it's for fans of Stranger Things, and I really like Stranger Things, so I decided to pick with this book. And basically it's about...
In the summer of 1982, 5 friends made a promise: never come to the box alone, never open it after dark, never take back your sacrifice. 4 years later, a series of strange and terrifying events begins to unfold. Someone broke the rules, and now everyone has to pay. But how much are they willing to sacrifice?
So this looks really good. I don't really like horror books that much, or like these type of books, but I think this one actually sounds really, really good. So the last book that I got during my haul at this event is Always and Never Yours by Emily Wibberley and Austin Sigmund Broca. Actually, both of these authors were there when you went to go pick up these books. And this is the last book that I got. And I was actually really excited for this one because I really like the cover. It looks really cute. It kind of reminds me of the Jenny Han series. Something about it looks really familiar. But anyway, based on the back cover, it's about
Megan Harper is the girl before. All her exes find their one true love right after dating her. It's not a curse or anything, it's just the way things are, and Megan refuses to waste time feeling sorry for herself. Instead, she focuses on pursuing her next fling, directing theater, and fulfilling her dream school's acting requirement in the smallest role possible. But her plans quickly crumble when she is cast as none other than Juliet. Yes, that Juliet, in her high school's production. It's a nightmare. No, a disaster. Megan's not an actress, and she's certainly not a Juliet. Then she meets Owen Okita, an aspiring playwright who agrees to help Megan catch the eye of a sexy stagehand in exchange for help writing his new script. Between rehearsals and contending with her divided family, Megan begins to notice Owen, thoughtful, unconventional, and utterly unlike her exes, and wonders, shouldn't a girl get to play the lead in her own love story?
So I'm really excited for this book. The authors were really nice at the booth as well, so kudos to that. And yeah, that was my last book that I got during this event. Now moving on to the swag that I got. So obviously after the first like 2 books, I realized I need to get a tote bag because I only brought my backpack, and that was really just for the camera. So I was walking around and I heard that Disney had a really cute tote bag, but the line was so long that I really did not want to wait for just a tote bag. So I ended up getting one from HMH Teen. Look how cute it is. It says, "Books are meant for reading," from Brightly Burning, and the back is "I Heart Rochester in Space." So really, really cute bag. I had a lot of people ask me where I got this bag from, so really glad for this one. So obviously I went to Owl Crate, which was a failed attempt again because they weren't really giving books out, so I was a little disappointed with that. But it's okay because their tote I got last year at the book con, but I still use it and it's actually getting a little bit worn, so I needed like a replacement one. So I got another one, the Owl Crate. It's exactly the same as last year. This has not changed at all, but it's like such a perfect size for everything, and it's really cute, so I'm okay with that. And then so the thing that I got during their spinner wheel thingy is the Love Simon keychain, which I'm okay with too because I did watch Love Simon and it's really good. But let's see what this looks like. So, oh, okay. So it looks like this. I hope it doesn't, okay, yeah. And the back looks like this. So overall, pretty cute keychain. It says, "The way I feel about him is like a heartbeat, soft and persistent, underlying everything." So really cute keychain. Actually, this is not bad. I will put this on in my keychain for everything else that I have. So I actually got this little pouch thing when I got this book. They gave both of them at the same time, and it says, my life is such a comedy, romance, tragedy, or a drama," and you just have to check mark which one, but this is pretty cute. I think this would be good for maybe like a little super small makeup bag or something. Yeah, probably a makeup bag, like a really small travel size one. And then the last totes I got was, I also got this from Penguin Teen, because apparently the newsletter you're supposed to get the book and a t-shirt, but they ran out the t-shirts, so they're giving out the tote bags instead. And this one I thought was the cutest because I like the pink. And that's what it looks like. And it says, "Don't think or judge, just listen." And it's by Sarah Dessen. Just listen. So I really like Sarah Dessen. So in the back says, "We are what you read, Penguin Teen." So that's pretty standard, but anyways, this is a cute bag. So that's everything that I got during Yallwest. Yeah, that's it. So I think this was an interesting event. I don't know if I will come back to it because I think, like I said already, the book con is significantly more intense and it's a 2-day thing. So you actually get, if you like missed out on some stuff, you can go back the next day. Obviously they do different things on both days, so if you know, just want to go back again, you can totally do that. Whereas this one is a lot smaller. There's not that many people, but for the amount of booths they have, there were a lot of people. And as I already mentioned, I don't think they realized how many people were there, so I don't think they brought a lot of the swags and enough books to accommodate everyone that was there. Anyways, that's all I'm gonna say for this video. I hope you guys like this event. If you guys are in LA and you guys were there, let me know how your experience was. Otherwise, that's all I have to say for this video, and I'll see you guys next time back in New York. And as always, if you like this video, do give me a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. That's it for today, guys. Thank you. Bye.